It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's all up next.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Bobby Okereke making that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Rolling out, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Eagles are in punt formation, and this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They'll come out throwing. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense down behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Of all the ways the first points could go up on the board, a safety, well, it's one of the more rare and least likely, and we nearly saw it right there. What a great spot for the aggressiveness of that defense. And the QB, well, he nearly obliged them by dancing way too close to the goal line. We're still scoreless, but just barely.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Into traffic, complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the Giants are too much, they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Flushed out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They motion the slot man right. Trying again, following the sack. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game, but this has started more like a baseball game. 2-0 here in the bottom of the 1st. No, just kidding. Still just the 1st quarter here this afternoon.
Yeah, it feels like a pitcher's duel too, right? I mean, it's just a low-scoring affair here out the gate. I'll tell you what this does do, though, Kate. Right, in this world of analytics and looking at scores, this starts to screw that just conventional wisdom up. When you get an oddball like this, a safety early, just watch over the course of this game how it may affect some of the decision-making of the coaches.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throwing for Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giants football. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Another carry for him. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach mid. Now we're going to see if the Eagles are indeed eagle-eyed. They saw it differently. They throw the challenge flag. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this. He did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants jump in front now by 5. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. This one finds Goddard. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one doesn't go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 11-yard
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw now. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Complete. It's Cooper. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
It's a gain of 6, and now they face a daunting 3rd and 14. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent. I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. On 1st down, Hurts. That one's complete, right side. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick, just couldn't hang on though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. Hurts looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Broke through the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they bring him down around the 34. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost He busts those tackles.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants pushing for points. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. That throw finds Johnston. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. Still on his feet. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Escapes his, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Now Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on.